What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ to focus in on the Carolina Hurricanes, giving up a third-round pick to acquire the exclusive negotiating rights with Scott Darling, who, if not signed by the Canes, will be a free agent on July 1st. I think you look at it. We'll start with the Blackhawks. Obviously, with the cap situation being what it is, they knew they weren't going to re-sign him. So, it's one of those situations where, alright, you get a pretty good tangible asset back for a guy that was going to walk out the door anyway. And I think, you go from there and, try to find another backup for Corey Crawford. I'm sure they can figure something out. I think they have Glass in the minors, and they'll be active in the trades and free agency this offseason. So we got that. What I think is going to... Well, then now you look at the situation in Carolina. Obviously, Cam Ward and Eddie Lack both sucked last year, and until I read this, Carolina gave up the 5th fewest shots on goal in the league. And I think that number is only going to go down next year because their young blue line is going to continue to get better. So now it's like, well, what do we do? I think you try to move on from one of the two. Hope to God somebody wants one of the two. And then make Darling your number one. You're not trading for Scott Darling to, give up or to not have him be your number one. I think, you give up a third-round pick for a guy like this. The consensus is he's going to be your number one goalie going into camp, and, he's going to be the guy you roll with. I think Darling is a clear grade over Lack and Cam Ward. I just think that's the reality of it. And I think, again, a deal will get done. Ron Francis is really high on this player, and he'll be signed. He'll be the number one. And I think Carolina took some steps forward this year, was in the wild card race right up until the second last week of the season. So again, there's a lot to be optimistic about with this Canes team, and I think improving their biggest area of need definitely helps that. And I think good on Carolina for taking advantage of the Blackhawks salary cap woes over the years. They got Teuvo Teravainen on the cheap. They got, Darling. It's easy to, you call it being a vulture, call it whatever you want, but, Ron Francis is sniffing around looking for guys that can help him have a decent team and get Carolina back to the contender status that it was, 12 years ago. Anyway, that's all I got. This episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for episodes of the season and beyond. Later, guys.